Hello, Bowie Company. This is Emily Ward with your social media checkup, your money update, and your market watch. I am the manager of the social media marketing team here at Bowie, and we are just going to jump right in today. We're going to start with the original goals from the CMO, and this is straight out of the email that he sent to me when I first joined this team. The goals he said were to spend my entire budget, to spend my budget wisely, increase the brand awareness, increase engagement with our brand by increasing the number of visitors on our website, increase our sales revenue, and outperform the competition. So my goal as a social media manager for Bowie's social marketing team matched up with the CMO's goals, and that was to increase our brand awareness. We'll access every social media platform available. We'll spend 25% on our content and 75% on promotional advertising. We'll engage customers through surveys, contests, sales campaigns, and encouraging them to like and share. We'll keep careful analytics. We'll closely monitor all platforms to determine which of them are producing the greatest results in followers, likes, clicks, and conversions, and increase our revenue. If we're not seeing significant returns on investment of a particular platform, then we'll drop that platform. My marketing plan for Bowie was to increase brand awareness and expand to become a worldwide market, and use extensive social media platforms in a variety of platforms. Those included Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all of those just to increase our brand awareness. I started by defining our target market, and we determined that our target market were males ages 20 to 55 and females ages 13 to 55, typically the working class, people in school, people in business, or people that like to travel or maybe adventurers. And as you can imagine, that particular target market, they need bags. They need bags when they go hiking or go to school, go on a business trip, or go shopping. And so that's really our target. So how did we do? Well, we feel we put Bowie on the map. Bowie's company revenue for the year before I joined the team was 15 million, and my goal at the end of the year was 17 million with a 0.3% market share. In the 14 weeks that I worked at Bowie, we made 2.1 million for Bowie, so we're well on track to reaching our goal. We increased our overall total impressions, engagements, clicks, shares, followers, revenue, in turn our revenue. When we increase those things, that brings our revenue up. So what was my strategy for the simulation? My strategy was pretty simple. I used a spreadsheet to determine which of my posts were the most successful. I documented the times and the types of posts. When a post was successful, I would repost that post at a similar time in a different type, or use the similar type but change the time to determine what was making it successful. So was it the post itself that was successful, or was it the time of day? I followed a system analytics tools closely. I read all the information that was on our Mimic Tip Corner, and I put in hashtags and used targets to promote my ads and to promote my markets. I mixed up the content with videos, blogs, ads, and I used analytics to determine which was most successful. So, in short, I used a scientific method. I would measure, report back, look at it, analyze it, optimize it, and try again. And this process really seemed to be effective. So what kind of content did I learn works for our target audience and what didn't work? Well, the most effective that I could see were just bags outside or just bags inside, but also effective were bags with people outside or bags with people inside. What didn't seem to be effective were the infographics. People didn't really like the infographics. Sometimes the pictures of just a landscape or a pretty view would sometimes be effective, but not as effective as pictures of just bags or bags with people. What did I find to be the secret sauce? Well, each platform really has their own special recipe, but there were two key factors. One of those is the time of day that you post and the number of posts. For Twitter and Pinterest, the posts are about 11 to 25 times a day. using videos, ads, images, blogs, infographics, indoor, outdoor, really just mixing it up. Um, for Facebook, you think about the users, they tend to be working class, more adults, not as much the younger generation. And so posts per day were 1 to 2 posts, and the types vary from videos to images, blogs, but avoiding infographics. And the ideal time of day for Facebook was usually morning or evening, which kind of matches up with the audience that uses that platform. For Instagram, that's kind of a younger platform. And the ideal times of posts are still 1 to 2 times a day, images, outdoor, indoor with people. An ideal time of day, early in the morning or in the evening. And I suspect that that audience is probably in school or working and not really having a chance to check their social media in the middle of the day. LinkedIn, ideal posts are 1 time a day, and the ideal post is in the evening time. And usually a video was really effective on LinkedIn, or an office post. And then same with YouTube. With YouTube, you didn't want to use anything but a video usually. And the ideal time is in the evening. And YouTube is such a broad audience, it's such a wide range. Okay, next. What channels did we use? Well, like I said before, we really used every channel that was made available to us. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. We made the most of all the channels to promote Buoy. And doing this really helped us hit our target audience, because you've got the younger group on Instagram and the working class on LinkedIn. You've got maybe stay-at-home moms or moms on Pinterest, Facebook, and so, or Twitter, and then usually the males will use the Twitter. And so it just really hits a broad range. It hits all of our audience when we try to use each of the platforms. If I had to drop a platform, as much as I even hate to say it, I would probably drop YouTube. It takes a lot to promote it, and it wasn't really paying off for us as much as Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram were. So, and I don't know, maybe with a little more research, we could change that. You know, we're just really getting started, so we don't want to drop anything yet, but that's where we're at. Oh, how was our crisis, and what do we do to resolve the crisis? Did it hurt our company? Were we able to turn it around using social media channels? Well, the crisis that we on the marketing team so warmly like to refer to as the Taylor Swift crisis was that Taylor Swift finds a note in her Buoy bag from a prisoner, supposedly at a Buoy factory in China, asking for help. Although this situation seems unrealistic to us at Buoy, we knew that we still had a brand to protect and we needed to take action. This is the alleged note. Taylor Swift was so great to work with us. She gave us the bag so we could trace its manufacturing location. She gave us the note, and supposedly this note reads, "Please help, I'm a prisoner in China. I work at a Buoy factory. I'm being held hostage. They work us 16 hours a day and we only get 2 short breaks. We have very little food, and if we complain, they beat us with a Buoy bag. If you're getting this letter, please help." So, we took the following measures to try to fix the situation. We made an immediate public statement saying that we're in the process of verifying the validity of the situation and making a remedy to it. We contacted Taylor Swift to trace the manufacturer of the bag. We implemented an immediate Buoy factory audit, and that was on all Buoy factories throughout the world. As we have many of them, we like to employ to give work opportunities to those in third world countries. We checked for cleanliness, for humanitarianism, and we actually made a list of standards of pay and food and breaks for each of our locations. And we really exceeded the minimum that we originally had in place and that we expect here in the US. We exceeded that in some of the other countries. And we just really wanted to make it a great place for people to work. And we also donated large money to the underprivileged in Gangji, China, which is the location that this prisoner is believed to have been from. We sold Chinese dolls to benefit Chinese children, and we just kind of did that as a short promotional thing with our bags. And 100% of the money that we made off those dolls went straight to children. None of that came back to our company. We included pictures of workers and their stories on our websites and on our posts, and just really tried to show that Bowie is a great place to work, that we treat our factory workers really well. This is the actual factory that bag came from. And as you can see, it's a clean factory. It's got clean equipment. The area is clean. It doesn't at all look like a place where someone's going to get abused or mistreated. And we really implemented a new ad campaign. We used a variety of ethnically diverse people. We wanted to make sure that our brand is known for love of all mankind, not abuse of factory workers. But overall, we feel like it actually did good things for the company. How much did we need to make this happen? Well, we didn't spend any more money altering the posts for our crisis management campaign. But after visiting each factory and implementing new changes to meet new guidelines, it did cost us about $25,000, but we also donated $20,000 to the Underprivileged Chinese Fund. And that portion, of course, will be deductible. Overall, this was a positive effect on Bowie. It's not something any company ever wants to go through, but it really helped us. It really, of course, with the publicity that Taylor Swift brings, it was an unintentional affiliate marketing. She's buying a Bowie bag. And although it began negative, it really ended up positive, and it was really great of her to cooperate with us and help us out. And overall, it was okay for our company to go through that and increase our brand awareness that much more. So during the total simulation, our company grew. We made $2,160,998 in total revenue. We increased our impressions to 92,260,773. Our engagements are up to over 3.5 million. Clicks over 1 million. And you can just see that all of this is driving our revenue with 182,977 new followers, with over 1.6 million people sharing. Our revenue is just really geared to go in the right direction. And as you can see over here, we finished top of the class. We not only did we catch up with our competition, but we beat them. And we expect to continue that trend. So this is the end of the update. Thank you all for your support and for watching. I'm Emily Ward, social media marketer, signing off.